All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. All right, so the market will reward the patient. The market will reward the patient. People that are patient will succeed, especially in this crypto market. We'll take a look at some prices, but yeah, a lot of people on crypto Twitter and people that have position in stocks, AI positions, are just they want to see price increases very quickly. They don't want to wait. And sometimes can get frustrating when we get things like steady interest rates and it keeps the market stagnant. So yeah, but the market will reward the patient, especially this year. I think this year will be really good for crypto holders. I know a lot of people are getting into, me being one of those people, but I know as long as you hold on, you don't sell at the bottom, you'll make some money this cycle. And also anybody holding stocks as well. I think we're still going to get decreasing interest rates, in my opinion, and I think there's going to be some good catalysts to come. You just need to be patient and you need to wait it out, right? So let's take a look at the market and let's see what's going on here. All right, so BTC is actually looking pretty good, right? I know we've been in this area for a while, but again, you got to be patient, right? Like if you look at previous charts, if you look at prior cycles, it takes a while I wouldn't say it takes a while, but usually in February, BTC makes that next leg up. Now, where that next leg up is going to be, is it going to be 110? Is it going to be 120? Nobody knows. But we usually don't stay stagnant for 2 months straight. Like in December, we did pretty well, but it wasn't as good as November. Like if you remember, November is when I think we hit six figures for the first time. So yeah, and then December we kind of did well in the beginning, but kind of faded off, and then January was kind of the same. We just kind of consolidated. I mean, if we look at the chart, it's pretty much consolidation, and again, getting ready for that next move. But if you take a step back and you look out, the chart looks great, right? I mean, we broke all-time highs. We consolidated from March of 2024 all the way to August, and some would say it was probably slightly a dip, but I would consider this consolidation because it's not really that huge of a dip. And then we made our way up from 53 all the way to 105, and that's a huge jump, right? So anytime an asset makes that huge of a move, it needs some time to consolidate, shake out weak hands, which I think is honestly what this market is doing right now. It's just shaking people out, right? And I honestly think the last dip was the last shakeout. If we go to the 7-day chart, I mean, we had a huge dip here from 104 to 98. I think that was an intentional shakeout. Because again, you gotta understand, at this point, a lot of people already understand the cycle, and they're ready for a move on up, right? So a lot of people are predicting that it's going to go up. And again, the market has a way of not wanting everybody to win. So, yeah. What else? Let's see. So BTC looks good, in my opinion. BTC looks good. And again, that's kind of what drives the market, BTC, and then after that is Ethereum. A lot of people are believing that Ethereum is going to be the next one to run up. Again, it does have a lot of competitors this cycle. As far as L1s, we have Avalanche, we have Solana, we have Sui, Aptos, which not a lot of people talk about Aptos, but that's close competitor to Sui. So yeah, and usually when Ethereum makes that huge move up, and we're thinking it's going to break its all-time highs of 4,800. Right here it says 4,600, but if we go to the trading view, it's around 4,800. So as soon as Ethereum breaks that, I think that's probably going to be the beginning of the bull market, of the altcoin season. So yeah, you just have to be patient. Right, I know a lot of people have been holding for the last 2 to 3 years. Some of you haven't. Some of you have probably just been holding for the last 2 to 3 months, and you're already getting impatient. And a lot of people, including myself, will make videos and say, okay, we're about to explode, parabolic. And some people just get impatient. But you got to hold on to your position, right? The last thing you want to be doing right now is selling your position when we're going to be going parabolic. So, yeah. Let's see. What else? I think also, really, too, the reason why I mentioned this earlier, but there's a lot of competition in the L1 space, right? So Solana being that number one competitor to Ethereum, it's actually been doing really good. Like Solana is way closer to its all-time highs than Ethereum, and it's slightly, I think it broke its all-time highs at one point this cycle already, and that's because there's a lot of memes you know, a lot of memes in this space that are getting a lot of attention, and they're being built on Solana. So, you know, Ethereum again has the most developers, so that's why it still holds that number two spot, but it needs to catch up price wise, right? And I also think it's going to be the spot ETF for Ethereum that brings it back. Right now, I think Grayscale, actually, I just saw on crypto Twitter that Grayscale filed for an XRP ETF. I'm not sure. Let me ask ChatGPT, but I'm not sure if Solana has anyone filed for a Solana ETF yet. Has anyone filed? Let's see. I think Grayscale did file. Yes, several asset management firms have filed applications to launch Solana ETFs. Notably, VanEck filed an application in June 2024. So that was a while ago. So I don't know if that one just didn't get approved. What else? VanEck filed an application followed by 2021 shares and Canary Capital. Bitwise also. So Bitwise, VanEck, 21 shares and Canary Capital, all four filed for a Solana ETF. But Ethereum already has one that's been approved. So I think that is kind of, you know, the advantage that Ethereum has, that it has the spot ETF approved already. And yeah, I think it's just a matter of time before price actually catches up to the catalysts that are out. Um, yeah, I think it's just again patience, right? But again, Solana's just, you know, it is actually really outperforming Ethereum this cycle. Obviously, it took a dip from the FTX crash back in let's see, around this area, right? When you see it went from 240 all the way to like, you know, as low as like $13. This is kind of that whole time where the FTX, but it came back, and I was surprised when it came back. Right? I didn't think so. A lot of at the time, everybody was saying it was centralized, and that like the developers had so much control because, you know, it would go out, it would have outages, and then, you know, developers would get together and then just put Solana back online. So for me, I thought it was centralized. That's why I didn't really think it would come back, but it did make a comeback, right? Let's see what else. I think Avalanche again. Avalanche is gonna do good. Again, patience, right? This is really like if you look at a chart, it's really boring for a good portion, right? I mean, you see moves up like this really happen in 2 to 3 months, but like this consolidation takes years and years and years to go through, and it's you know, it gets boring. So some people will sell off. Some people another downfall about this sideways action is a lot of people again get bored and then they start trading. Right? They think they can time the market, opposed to just staying in the market. So that's just another part of being patient. Let's see what else has happened today in the market. Yeah, this is sad, man. The airline crash. You know, rest in peace to the people in that crash. This is crazy stuff. Let's see. Fed wait and see approach be shaking GDP. All right, but the overall markets look good. The S&P was up today. The Dow is up today. The Nasdaq is up. The Russell, the crude oil, gold. I think a lot of people are just waiting again for February because we were down. I wouldn't say we were down. We were pretty much consolidating for the month of January, and again, we're historically really bullish in the month of February, especially in the crypto market. So I think again, a lot of the utility coins are going to take precedence in the parabolic move on up. So those coins, like the AI coins, are going to move first, in my opinion. So again, you want to find the fastest horse. And since the overall markets are up today, for the most part, if we look at Intel, Palantir, Dell, everything is pretty much up too. So that DeepSeek news, it really didn't last that long. Again, I can't really see a company just coming in. It's really not even a company, I don't think. Our AI startup just coming in and taking over everything because it has a better algorithm to run its chatbot, right? So again, that news passed by. The market's doing good. It's stabilizing. You just got to be patient, right? Let's see. Is there anything else? Intel's revenue forecast disappoints investors await new CEO. This was another thing too that I was saying. Like Intel for me is still a really good buy, but not financial advice. We have to wait for the new CEO. We want to see who the new CEO is going to be and what he's going to do with the company, essentially. Right. And once we get that, there's going to be a lot more certainty. I'm very certain that they'll get it. It's just going to be a matter of when and who and how long is he going to take to get things going, right? And turn things around for Intel because they already have their new chips coming out, I think, this year. So that's already in process. They just need to catch up with the market, right? Whether that's building more factories and pushing out more chips, they just need to get that together. But I think overall, Intel is going to be good for the future. All right, that's pretty much it. Yeah, you just need to be patient when it comes to the market. I think in the next month, you'll see your patience pay off, especially for the crypto market. I know a lot of people have been waiting for the bull market to take off, and I think we've already seen a lot of it. But again, that parabolic move, I think it's very imminent. You just need to be patient. But that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.